Hello, Mr. Ang and other fellow classmates as well. I am going to be presenting on my application, which is called the Gait Analyzer. The Gait Analyzer is an application meant for users who have been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease and are using the application as a way to test for freezing of gait, which is a debilitating condition for Parkinson's patients. So let's start the application up. So, as you can see, I've been logged in as a character Doc Brown. So Doc Brown has this home page. He is a caregiver, and he can navigate to each of his main fragments using the bottom navigation view. He can also use a navigation bar menu just so that he can go to different pages. There's also the overflow menu that allows him to go to extra pages unseen by these pages. So for example, you have information page, which leads him to a video page with web view and text to speech plus and picture software. You also have the option to go to the about the application page, which is more of an informational page where the user can find out more about the date, about why this application was designed. So this application also supports an about the programmer page where you can get to know about me as a programmer. So this application was actually made in conjunction to my SMP 2020 project, wherein we used a dataset called the DAFnet dataset to perform a machine learning algorithm such that we could predict Parkinson's disease, freezing of gait in Parkinson's disease patients. So what this application does is, let's first start off with the home page. The home page itself is pretty bare for a caregiver because he doesn't have a lot of functionality to be implemented for the home page. He also has the main profile page where he can also edit his image. So there's a separate image, and you can also take a picture or choose from gallery. For time constraints, I will not be demonstrating this. So this is also the splash screen just to demonstrate, and you have the freeze page, which is the actual main page where you can access all the data. So this is this data stored for the user in the application. So for example, you have the date and the number of freeze events, which is a event wherein the freezing of gait is detected. So for example, let's look at the worst day out of the data set, which is 18th of April. So on 18th of April, you can now go in and view the data based on their freeze events in by hour. So for example, the patient actually had a freeze event 4 times from 10 to 11 on 18th of April. So a neat feature that I've implemented is you can go back to the nav bar, and from there you can access each of the fragments. This is a bit more systematic, such that you can also navigate more faster to other applications. There's also the option to look at freeze events on days based on calendar event. So let's say you have 20th, then 20th you can also view the data. The only constraint that I've implemented in this is that you cannot show the value of the data, because for the constraints of the mobile device, this wouldn't be feasible. Anyways, these are the two main features wherein you can see the data in the calendar. There's also a dark theme which I won't be demonstrating, and you can set your profile picture from the settings page as well. Now let's log out and enter as a patient. First off, I'll just show you the onboarding, because I think that would be a more important feature to demonstrate. So if you close the application, then it will show you the onboarding. So obviously the images are designed more particularly for the actual application. So let's say you are a patient. So I have created an account called Marty McFly, wherein I've stored a lot more data than other devices, because simulating freezing of gait is a very difficult thing to do. So yes, Marty McFly can now enter his password, which I have simplified for demonstration reasons. Now actually he's already has an account, but because he has entered into register, he can still log in from the register page. However, this does not apply vice versa. You cannot go to the login page, which is the other tab, and do the same. So as you can see for Marty McFly, he has the walk mode implemented, and he can just start and end the walk mode whenever he pleases. And the data will automatically be processed using a thread when started and stopped into the segmented data such that it can find a freeze event. So Marty McFly does not have a user icon either, and he has the freeze event. So let's say we look at 17th of April. Then surprisingly, he's had a lot worse than Doc Brown's patient. So you have four events from 1 to 2 p.m. Then same for all these other timings. You also have the calendar view, which shows the previous few days. I've actually fed the data into the simulator. You can scroll down to see the actual diagram. Then you have the these are mainly all the features that I've implemented in this application. So I'll just show you what the Firebase as well looks like. So you have this Firebase page wherein you have Marty McFly and he has a password 123456. He also has the option to contact, so such that this application also detects falls. So if the user is to fall, alert will be placed and the phone will ring this particular number, which I can't demonstrate because this is a on computer demo. We also store the type. So yes, this is basically my entire application. Thank you for listening, and I hope that you will find this application useful. Thank you.